neighborhood. I have lived in Homecroft for more than 30 years. I bought my house the way a lot of people buy houses, and it was by word of mouth. A professor at the university had purchased the house and exchanged some labor for rent, and then when my wife and I got married, he sold me the house for basically what he had in it. So he gave me an opportunity to move into this neighborhood, and it was such a great opportunity that I wanted to make sure that other people felt as neighborly and as welcome. So I think that's the thing that matters the most to me. I grew up in Baltimore, in a place where you really wouldn't know people. And I come out to Indiana and I'm made to feel like this is my home, and it actually is my home. Every summer, I know that on my street, we organize kind of a block party all up and down Maynard Drive to just make people feel welcome. So we kind of go out of our way. I don't think people would say that we're nosy, but we go out of our way to make sure that people know that we're available, we're around, and we want them to feel good. Some neighborhoods have neighborhood associations, homeowners associations, and they, from what I understand, they can be kind of rancorous, kind of cranky people. We have a town council here made up of volunteers, people who give their time for one purpose, and that's to make us better, stronger, more wonderful. The other thing is that we're really fortunate to have the sheriff live in our neighborhood.
About 35 years ago, I moved to the south side from the west side. I graduated from Ben Davis High School, but I moved down here. And I was actually on the road patrol in Perry Township here, which Homecroft is in the center, the heart of Perry Township. So I fell in love with this area as my career progressed. My wife and I have actually owned 3 different homes in Homecroft over the years. You see, my wife is into kind of flipping homes. We have a town board here that is second to none. And they are elected officials, they're on the ballot, but yet, you know, they're friends, everybody, we don't even know whether Democrat or Republican. They just care about this neighborhood. The town board oversees the police department, which they have a police department here with a police chief. And what is so great about that is that the police department here patrols these streets of Homecroft constantly. Our crime rate is really nil. I mean, I'm not saying there's never anything. That's hard to find in America today.
I've lived in Homecroft all my life, and I have a lot of memories living here as a child and as an adult. And some of my fondest memories was being able to get out on my bike and just ride any place I wanted to in the neighborhood. And your parents didn't worry about you because they knew you were safe. And we still have that today. 1995 is when Homecroft became a historic neighborhood on the historic list, and we started putting up our historic lamps that you see through the town. I think one of the nice things about Homecroft is the diversity in the architectures of homes. You'll see craftsmen, you'll see Tudors, ranch, 2 stories, but even if you see several craftsmen, they're all different. There are wartime bungalows that you'll see as well.
Every August we have our National Night Out. My wife happens to be a reserve officer for this, for the town of Homecroft, and that's one of her functions is to put together the National Night Out. And we do have probably 300 to 350 people there, but yet, you know, we know that a lot of those people are not from Homecroft.
It's a place that's just wholesome. It's safe. People care about one another.
National Night Out here is very big. Halloween is big here. And I think it, again, shows what Homecroft has to offer.
It's just a beautiful place to live and raise your family. Can't say enough good about Homecroft. This is my heaven.